God's message, written in His voice, every word spoken to you, with deep emotion and urgency. Your mother who is in heaven, has been trying to contact you since yesterday. She wants to tell you to watch this video, the moment. My beloved child, I ask that you give me your full attention right now. What you're experiencing isn't just any ordinary moment, it's sacred, intentional, and perfectly timed for you. Since yesterday heaven has echoed, with a gentle but urgent cry. It's the voice of your mother, the woman whose hands once cradled yours, who whispered prayers over you while you slept, who felt every ache in your heart before you could name it. She's been reaching for you, and I, your Father in heaven, have heard her. I've watched her spirit move with such urgency, carrying love so strong it refuses to rest, until her message reaches you. Yes, the one who raised you, who once wiped your tears, now stands in eternity, unable to rest, until you hear what she's held tightly in her soul. She's not trying to reach you in dreams alone, or through fading photographs, you sometimes stare at in silence. She's reaching through this very message. She came before me yesterday, her words trembling with emotion. Please, she pleaded, my child needs to know, I cannot leave this unsaid. So I dispatched my angels, to set this moment before you. You may have already sensed it, an unexplained stillness in your spirit, a comforting warmth brushing past your shoulder, a sudden memory that felt almost too real. Maybe you even said her name yesterday, without knowing why. That wasn't your imagination, that was her presence, and it was me guiding you here. She's nearer than you think. She's been walking heaven's halls, holding tightly to one message, saying it over and over, not for herself, but for me to hear. My child needs to receive this, before time slips away. This isn't by chance, I do not move in randomness, I orchestrated this moment, because you were meant to hear these words, here and now. Before we go further, I ask you to pause and subscribe, not for numbers or attention, but because this space is one where heaven speaks, and hearts listen. Stay connected, I will continue to speak to you, I promise. Now hear this clearly, this is what she's been aching to say. She wants you to stop blaming yourself. Yes, she knows about the weight you've been carrying, the guilt, the what-ifs, the I should have called, the I wish I hugged her tighter. She knows every tear you've held in, every time you stayed silent, unsure of how to express what you felt. But she wants you to know, she holds no resentment, not even a trace. Her heart remembers only love, when she thinks of you. When you cry, she's still saying, that's my child. When life knocks you down, she runs to me and begs, lift them again. And when you smile, even if it's rare, she smiles too, from her place in heaven. But child, there's something even deeper, something new, she's never shared until now. She said to me, tell my child I saw what they never could say. Yes, she saw, she knows how many times you prayed for her in silence. She knows how you stood strong, when your heart was breaking, just so no one would worry. She knows the depth of your grief, the kind that doesn't show in photos, but lives in the quiet places of your soul. She saw the flowers you looked at, and thought of her. She noticed every candle you lit inside your heart, even if there was no altar. She wants those memories to bring you peace, not pain. And now please listen carefully, she doesn't want you holding on to sorrow, that heaven has already let go. Through me she's saying, release the burden. The past that wounded you, we've already healed it here in heaven. She came to me and I showed her truth. She saw that even when you felt like you were failing, you were doing your best, always. She's asking you to begin healing, not eventually, not someday, but now. Because something is unfolding in your life. A shift is coming, she's seen it and prayed over it. A miracle is being woven into your path, something unexpected, freeing, transformative. And she doesn't want you to miss it, because you're still wrapped in sorrow. She also wants you to know something else, something personal. She saw what happened last week. That moment you felt utterly alone, the one you cried over in silence. She saw it, and she came straight to me. My child is hurting, she said, please hold them close. And I did. That moment of unexpected calm you felt, that was her prayer, swift, unstoppable, delivered straight into my arms. So if you're still here, still reading or listening, it means you're exactly where you need to be. Don't scroll away, don't dismiss this. Your mother has been trying to reach you since yesterday. She wants you to know that your life is moving forward, that you're stepping into something new, and she wants to walk with you through it. Her love hasn't dimmed, it's grown stronger. You may not hear her voice with your ears, but her guidance is all around you. You'll sense her when you say yes to the right things, when you avoid what no longer fits your spirit, when you trust your path, even if you don't understand it. And know this, your name has been lifted up, in heaven's chambers. Over and over again, she's spoken it in prayer. She's asked me for something special, on your behalf. And I heard her. Joy is coming, peace is near. She asked for it all to find you this year. She wants you to breathe deeply, to feel light again, to smile without guilt. She said, if they see this, let them know, I was there yesterday, in their dreams, I kissed their forehead, and whispered, you are still my greatest joy. That wasn't just a dream, that was a moment allowed by me, so she could reach you. So now it's your turn, talk to her. Say what's been sitting in your heart. No need for perfect words, just speak, I'll carry every syllable to her, I promise. If even one sentence touched something inside you, if your heart stirred, if your tears came before you understood why, it means this message was meant for you, now. Not later, now. Stay here a little longer, don't rush back to the noise. There's more she wants you to hear. Heaven has been waiting for this pause in your life, a moment where your spirit opens, like a door you forgot was there. You've carried storms inside you, in silence, haven't you? You've smiled while aching, hoping for a sign, that something greater still sees you. That sign is here. This isn't a random message, in a sea of noise. This is the moment she's been praying would find you. She came to me and said, my child wonders if I still hear them. And I'm here to tell you, she hears every word, every whisper, every unsaid feeling. She's still part of your story, not as a memory, but as a living presence. She watches you hold that piece of clothing, that once belonged to her. She notices when you play that song she loved. She sees the way your eyes light up, when someone says something she used to say. These aren't random moments, they're her touches, her way of wrapping you in love, even from where she stands now. And here's something she wants deeply for you to understand, the love between a mother and child doesn't fade, it doesn't break, it transforms, but it never ends. I made that love eternal, and because you were born from it, it still lives in you, always. So when you feel lost, look into your own reflection. You'll see pieces of her, in your smile, in your resilience, in the kindness you offer the world. She hasn't gone, she's been walking beside you, this whole time. And she's not finished speaking to you. More messages will come, more reminders will find their way to your heart. Not because she left anything unsaid, but because her love never runs dry. It just keeps finding new ways to reach you. Keep listening. She's not done loving you yet. And neither am I. So many times you questioned if you could have done more, if there was something you missed, something you should have said, some way to hold on longer. But she wants you to hear this now, there was nothing left unsaid in her heart. She carried no resentment, no disappointment, only love, pure, constant love. She left this world full of pride, for the person you had become, and full of hope, for the person you are still becoming. She wants you to let go of the pressure you've been putting on yourself, the endless cycle of what-ifs and should-haves. She said to me, "My child did their best, my child loved me in their way, and I felt it, even in silence." That love didn't go unnoticed, it went straight to her soul. And it still reaches her now, from the quiet corners of your heart, from the thoughts you never speak, from the way you sometimes smile at the sky, and whisper "I miss you." She hears that, she always has. And now she wants to help you rebuild, not just survive. She wants to walk beside you, as you create a life that honors her spirit, not from sorrow, but from strength. She is cheering for your healing, urging you to believe in joy again, not shallow temporary joy, but the deep kind, that takes root in a soul that has grieved and grown. She knows you've been tired, she knows your smile has been forced at times. But she says, "Tell my child it's okay to feel joy again, it's okay to laugh without guilt, it's okay to live." This is not about forgetting, it's about remembering in a way that empowers you. She is not asking to be mourned forever, she is asking to be remembered, as the guiding light she continues to be. She said, "Let them know I see their struggle, I see their strength, I see how far they've come." And she's not just watching passively, she's involved. She's asking heaven to surround you, with the kind of love, that lifts you, when you can't lift yourself. Child, this is the reason you felt something stir, when you heard these words. This is why your chest grew heavy, and your eyes welled up. Your soul recognized the truth, her truth, your truth, the truth that love has no expiration, that connection doesn't end at the grave, and that heaven is more involved in your life, than you ever imagined. She has been closer than the air, standing guard beside your deepest wounds, waiting for you to reach out, not just to her, but to yourself. There are moments coming soon, where you will feel her presence more clearly. You will see signs that remind you she is with you, and it won't be coincidence, it will be her. You will wake up one morning, and feel a strength you forgot you had. You'll find clarity in a decision you've been struggling with. You'll notice peace, where there used to be panic. These aren't random, they are the answers to prayers she whispered in heaven's halls for you. So now she says again, gently, "Let go my child, not of me, but of the pain. Let go of the fear, that you are alone. Let go of the lie, that you are broken beyond repair. I am still here, I am still with you, and I your God, have made space in this very moment, for you to step into the next part of your journey, not with sorrow as your shadow, but with grace as your guide. She wants you to know, that your future isn't on hold, it's already unfolding, and she's part of it. She's walking ahead of you, asking me to bless the path, to clear the obstacles, to bring you what you need, in due season. She said, give my child what I never got to, give them peace, give them release, give them a joy so deep, it heals the cracks they've carried too long. And I already have. You are being led into a season, where what once hurt will begin to make sense. Where what once felt like loss, will start to feel like legacy. Where what once felt like goodbye, will become the very thing, that brings you back to life. She wants this for you, I want this for you, and it's already on the way. So as you sit here listening, feeling, opening, I need you to know, that this isn't the end of the message, it's the beginning of a new understanding. It's a new way of carrying her, lighter, softer, stronger. You don't have to walk with your head down anymore, you don't have to keep pretending, that you've moved on. Just move forward, she is in your forward, her love is planted in your next step. She told me, tell them to trust again, tell them to open their heart, even if it's scary. Tell them they're not walking into the unknown, they're walking into something, I've already prayed over. Her hands, the same ones that once tucked you in, now lift your prayers to me. Her eyes, once filled with tears, as she watched you grow, now sparkle, as she watches you heal. And when you doubt again, and you will, just remember this moment. Come back to it, come back to the warmth you felt in your chest, when her words reached through time and space, and found you. That warmth is her, that peace is me, that love is eternal. Now breathe, let it settle, let your shoulders drop, your jaw unclench, your heart rest, for just a moment. You've been holding so much, for so long, but now there is something holy happening. You've allowed yourself to receive, and in that receiving, you've made room for a miracle. That miracle is already beginning. And as you rise from this message, don't walk away, as if nothing happened. Walk forward, as someone who's been seen, heard, remembered, and profoundly loved. Because you are, more than words can say, more than you've dared to believe, more than this world can contain, you are the continuation of a love story, that heaven is still writing. Let that truth guide your every step. You are becoming, you are being rebuilt from the inside out, with every truth whispered from heaven. You are healing in layers, only heaven understands, and she is watching it unfold, like the most sacred story she's ever witnessed. She doesn't need you to be perfect, she only wants you to be real, to feel, to cry when you need to smile without guilt, to let joy return, like sunlight through a cracked window. She says, my child, stop trying to earn, what I already gave you freely, my love. You had it before you spoke your first word, and you still have it now. And I, the one who created both of you, I confirm it. I say yes to her words, I say yes to your healing, I say yes to the new season, that is unfolding for you, even now as you listen to this. There is a shift happening, not in your imagination, but in the spirit. Old pain is being released, hidden weight is being lifted. Grief that once strangled your joy, is now being turned into purpose. And know, It doesn't mean you won't miss her, it just means that missing her will no longer feel like drowning, it will become something sacred, something holy, like walking barefoot on the earth she once walked, like holding a memory that breathes hope instead of sorrow. She is proud of you, for simply waking up, for choosing to keep going, even when everything in you wanted to stop. She is proud of the way you keep her alive, through your kindness, through your compassion, through the way you show up for others, even when your own heart is aching. That's the legacy she left you, not just her name, not just her memories, but her heart, her strength, her spirit. And now you carry them forward, even when you don't feel strong, even when you think you're just surviving. To her you're doing more than surviving, you're honoring her, you're making her love echo through time. So I ask you now to breathe again, slowly and fully. Let the ache loosen its grip, let the tears cleanse, not just fall. Let the memory of her shift, from a source of pain, to a source of power. Let your heart begin to trust this love again, not just hers, but mine, the love that surrounded both of you, since the very beginning. Because now that you've heard her words, now that you've allowed this message to sink deep into your soul, things will not remain the same. You've opened a door, you've answered a calling, you've allowed heaven to pour into the cracks, where your heart once felt abandoned 2111 and now those cracks are glowing with light. She knows you wish for one more hug, one more talk, one more moment, just to say everything you never got to say. But she says, you don't have to wait until heaven to speak to me, I hear you, I always have. Talk to me in the quiet, write to me in the pages of your journal, whisper to me, when you don't know what to do. I am listening, I am near, I am yours, and you are mine. This bond does not dissolve with time, it deepens, it grows, it becomes something eternal, something untouchable by death or distance. And when the world feels cold again, when you walk into rooms where she should have been, when holidays or anniversaries arrive, and silence fills the space she once did, remember she is not in the silence, she is in the light that breaks it. She is in the laugh, you didn't think you could still laugh. She is in the strength that rises in you, when you thought you had none left. That's her, that's love, that's heaven proving it never left your side. So keep walking, my child, keep going. You are not lost, you are not broken, you are not forgotten. You are walking with a whole army of unseen support, with a mother who never stopped believing in you, and a God who never stopped writing your story. You have more chapters ahead, chapters of healing, of hope, of unexpected joy. And she will be there for all of it, woven into every page, every step, every decision. And when you begin to doubt again, and yes you will, because you are human, come back to this, let these words wrap around your heart, like arms that never let go. This was not just a message, it was an appointment. A moment set aside, for your heart to remember where it came from, and who it still belongs to. You are not the person who has to carry grief forever, like a burden. You are the person who is now learning to carry love, like a banner. You are the one she chose to love so completely, that she asked heaven to deliver this moment to you. And I answered. So when you open your eyes tomorrow, and the world asks you who you are, don't just say your name. Say I am the child of a mother, who still walks with me, I am the child of a love, that never died, I am someone who is becoming whole again, even after loss. And that truth will become your strength, that truth will become your light, that truth will lead you home again and again, until one day far from now, you'll meet her face to face, and no words will be needed, because you'll know, you were never really apart. And she'll say, I saw you, every day, every tear, every smile, I watched you rise, I watched you fight, and I was proud, so proud, every moment of your journey. But until that day comes, keep letting this truth hold you, let it become your companion, when doubt whispers, when sorrow knocks, when loneliness tries to lie to you. You are not alone, you never were, and now you never will be. She is with you, I am with you, and love has no expiration date. What she started in you still lives, what she prayed for you is still growing, what she hoped for you is still unfolding. This is your time now, not to forget her, but to walk with her memory, with her love, with her spirit guiding you. Let the sunrise remind you of her warmth, let the stars remind you, that she's never far. Let your own heart become proof, that love never dies, it only transforms. And every time you feel it beat, with a little more hope, a little more courage, a little more peace, know this, it's working, she is with you, I am working, and the future is being written in light. You are not broken, you are beloved, you are not abandoned, you are accompanied, you are not without purpose, you are full of destiny, and she is helping you walk into every part of it. So stay close to this moment, come back to it, when you need to. Let it be your reminder, that she has been trying to contact you since yesterday, and now you have finally heard her. Everything changes now, not because the pain disappears, but because love has made its presence undeniable. And that love will keep showing up, in your quiet mornings, in your brave decisions, in the way you keep loving others, even when your heart is still learning how to beat without her. She sees that, she honors that, and she's closer now, than ever before. Keep listening, keep feeling, keep healing. She's with you, I'm with you, and you're not walking through this life alone, you never have been, you never will be. In the way your laughter no longer feels borrowed, in the way your eyes begin to soften, when you look in the mirror. No longer searching for the version of yourself that was lost when she left, but seeing instead, the version she always believed you would become. This is sacred transformation, this is what she prayed for, not just for you to keep going, but for you to start living again. Not to forget her, but to feel her, in every beautiful thing that finds its way into your life, from now on. In the way your laughter no longer feels borrowed, in the way your eyes begin to soften when you look in the mirror, no longer searching for the version of yourself that was lost when she left, but seeing instead the version she always believed you would become. This is sacred transformation, this is what she prayed for, not just for you to keep going, but for you to start living again. Not to forget her, but to feel her in every beautiful thing that finds its way into your life from now on. You see, grief may have tried to freeze time, but love, real love moves. It flows, it builds bridges between worlds, and touches hearts in ways even time cannot erase. And your mother's love is that kind of love. It is not bound by a date or a moment or a final breath. It lives, it moves, it grows right alongside you. You carry her, not in the weight of sorrow, but in the strength she left behind, in your voice, your kindness, your quiet strength, and your refusal to give up. You are not just a person missing someone, you are a soul continuing a legacy. You are the heartbeat of her hopes, the breath of her dreams, the living answer to every prayer she ever whispered into the night. And that is why this message came, why it had to reach you now, in this season, in this exact way, because you are ready. Ready not to forget her, but to honor her, by becoming everything she ever knew you could be. And when the grief still visits, and it will, don't run from it. Sit with it, let it teach you, let it remind you that your love was real, that her presence was a gift too great to fade. And then rise, my child, rise anyway, rise with love in your heart and fire in your soul, rise knowing she is proud, not just of who you were, but of who you are now. Because you kept your heart open, even when it hurt, you stayed soft, even when life tried to harden you. And that is holy, that is strength. Let this be your new beginning, not a life without her, but a life infused by her. A life where joy is not a betrayal but a bridge. A life where you can laugh again, without feeling like you're leaving her behind. Because you're not, she's there in the laughter, in the love, in the stillness that holds peace you can't explain. That's her, that's me, that's heaven surrounding you, with something deeper than understanding truth. And the truth is, you were never alone, not even for a moment. You were seen in your silence, you were held in your heartbreak, you were known in your numbness. And now you are being called back to life, not the life you had before, but the one waiting for you now, the one that makes space for both sorrow and celebration, grief and gratitude, memory and movement. So breathe, child, deeply, fully, without apology. Breathe as if her spirit is in your lungs, because in many ways it is. And when you speak again, let your words carry her wisdom. When you walk into tomorrow, let your steps be guided by her grace. When you love again, let it be with your whole heart, because she left you, not to stay frozen in time, but to find beauty again, even in the ashes. And yes, there will be days, when her absence feels sharp, when the ache feels louder than the love. But even then, remember what you now know, she is not gone, she is present in ways more powerful than before. She's not just watching over you, she's walking with you, whispering, keep going, I'm right here, I never left. Her touch now is gentler, yes, but it's no less real. It's in the way your shoulders soften, when you let yourself rest. It's in the warmth that finds you, in the quiet hours. It's in the way your eyes well up, when something beautiful surprises you. That's her love speaking in your spirit, reminding you that the most sacred things in life cannot be lost, they only change form. And now you are changing too, not losing yourself, but becoming more of who you were always meant to be. This love, hers and mine, it is your inheritance. It's the unseen force, turning your pain into purpose, your sorrow into songs, your loneliness into light. You will begin to see her everywhere, not because you're imagining things, but because your spirit is awakening. You will notice how the light catches the edge of a flower, how a breeze brushes past your skin, just when you need comfort. These are not coincidences, these are conversations from heaven, these are echoes of her presence, answers to the ache in your soul. She is with you in all things sacred and small, in the way you comfort others, in the way you protect your peace, in the way you offer kindness, when no one is watching. She sees you now, not from afar, but from within. She sees how you've held yourself together, when it felt like everything was falling apart. And she is proud, not just a little proud, immeasurably proud, eternally proud. So let go of the guilt, child, let go of the fear. You didn't do it wrong, you didn't miss your chance. You loved her fully and beautifully, and she felt it, right to her last breath and beyond. And now she loves you in return, with a force so strong, it could shake the stars, if you needed it to. That love is yours to live with now. That love is not a memory, it's a movement. It's a rhythm within you. Let it guide you, let it hold you, let it remind you again and again, that the story is not over, and neither is she. She's part of your next breath, your next step, your next chapter. And when you forget, because you will, come back to this. Come back to these words, to this moment, to the truth that changed everything. She is not gone, she is right here, she is always. Now walk forward, not away from her, but with her. Always with her, always with me, and always with a love that never ends. And when the days ahead begin to stretch long and quiet, when no one around you seems to understand the transformation taking place inside your soul, I want you to remember that not all healing makes noise. Some of the most sacred healing happens in silence, when no one is watching, when the world thinks you've moved on, but you know you've moved deeper. That's where you are now, deeper, rooted, not in grief, but in grace, not in loss, but in love that has expanded beyond time. You are now walking with a kind of wisdom that only heaven can give, the kind your mother dreamed for you, prayed over you, and now sees blooming, in the very life you are about to live. This is what she wanted, not just your survival, but your awakening. Not just your strength, but your softness returned. She wanted you to find joy again without guilt, peace again without apology, hope again without fear. And you will, you already are, slowly, steadily, and beautifully, you are rising, not as someone undone by pain, but as someone rebuilt by love. She's proud of you, and so am I. She's watching as you begin to reclaim moments that once felt too painful to touch. She sees you reaching for light, even when shadows linger. She hears your quiet prayers, the ones you don't even speak aloud, and she answers through my hand, in perfect timing, in divine alignment, in ways that only love can orchestrate. So don't be afraid when you feel her near again. Don't doubt the warmth that brushes your cheek, when you sit alone and whisper her name. That's not imagination, that's invitation, that's heaven reminding you, that death has no dominion over love. That's her reminding you, I'm still here, I always will be. And as you carry this truth forward, let it become more than comfort, let it become calling. Let it shape the way you live, the way you love, the way you lift others, who are carrying their own silent grief. Become the presence she was for you, let her light shine through you. That's how legacy lives, not in monuments, but in moments, not in what's gone, but in what grows. You are still growing, and this is sacred ground. Amen.